All right, this is the weekend video. Here's Enda. Welcome to bullwaves.org. I hope you're well. Let's get on with the show. I'm going to go through the markets, starting the 4-hour charts, go back to the hourly charts. You know the deal. You've been here before. You know the deal. I think it's I think I'll start on the dollar crosses. So here's euro dollar, the 4-hour count. I had been expecting an E wave. I'll go to the weekly count. I had been expecting this E wave here to begin and push towards that 120 level again. We got a spike. Excuse me. We got a spike lower on Wednesday, and that ruled out that count. So we've reverted back to wave D again, and you can see that again we're just traveling within this this falling channel here. It's 3 waves down. This is wave C ending here in wave D. So wave C has 5 waves, so you can see 5 waves down. That's an expanded flat wave 4, and then just a normal 5-wave pattern lower in wave 5. So there's no real difference here. I mean, we're waiting for wave 4 or wave D to complete, and then we head higher into wave E. I do expect we challenge that between 120 and 122. We may even hit 122 again in wave E. That's a long way up. Well, it's a reasonable rally. And I think we'll probably get there over the next month or so. It should be 3 waves up. If it's anything else, then it'll probably invalidate the triangle pattern, and we'll look higher into that larger flat you see here on the alternate count. This larger flat pattern here in wave B. So it's one or the other. Either we continue with this triangle, this contracting range, and we complete wave E, and then we fall, or we break out above that 123.40 level, and the 125.60 level, and we head higher up into this upper trend channel line here about 130 again. So one way or the other, we're going to complete this B wave, and we will head lower into wave C. So we'll see how that goes. You can see on the hourly chart here, I'm tracking this 5th wave lower. It looks like we're probably going to dip once more. We may dip once more below 115.60 again to complete wave 5 of 5 of 5 of C of D. That's 6 degrees of trend here, so you can understand how, or it puts a kind of a light on how it's taken so long for this darn pattern to complete. Okay, so I do expect wave D to complete, and then we head higher into wave A of wave E next week. So I think once we get a break above 116 again, that will, 116.60 I have here. That will be a good indication that we are actually turning the corner again in Eurodollar. Suffice to say, this correction will complete, and we will head higher again. So pound dollar, 4-hour count. I think we're still building a 3rd wave down, and I am calling today's rally as part of a 4th wave within wave 3. So, well, yeah, I'll show you on the hourly count here. There is an alternate count here for wave 2 in red, so you can see wave 1 down. A, B, C, it might be a failed C wave within wave 2, and then we're heading lower into wave 3. I think either way, this today's rally will be reversed probably on Monday, and we will head lower to complete a 3rd wave. So you can see here on the hourly count, I'm working at a different degree here, but it's the same wave count at a different degree, if you catch my drift. We've got wave 1 and 2 complete. We're heading lower in wave 3, so we've got wave 1, 2, 3, possible wave 4, and then down into wave 5 again. So I would like to see that wave 1 low at 136, 136.09 to hold. I would like to see this 4th wave break above that. That would suggest something different is going on. But I'd like to see a return lower in wave 5 of 3 on Monday. In general, we're still building still declining in a third wave. I did like this acceleration lower this week, which did suggest a third of a third decline, and that's exactly what it was. It was a third of a third decline. Today's rally was a little bit out of sorts. We'll see if this reverses lower. Maybe the Sunday trade will bring it lower, the overnight trade. But Monday, definitely, I want to see this decline again in wave 5 of 3. Okay, let's move on. Dollar yen. The decline actually is looking, can still be counted in 3 waves, but there's a possibility that this alternate count is correct. Still looming over us, if you can imagine it. So the idea for the alternate count here, this is the 4-hour chart, obviously. So the idea for the alternate count is we've got an A wave down, we've got a 3 wave up in wave B, and we get a further C wave down. It's still debatable. I'm leaving this count on the table just in case we have a few key levels that need to hold for the bullish pattern to remain valid. So I'll show you those now on the hourly count. So the first key level, I think, will be this B wave high here. So this 110.44 level, I would really like that to hold. We do have a higher high there at wave 1 in green, 110.79, call it 110.80. We're very close to that right now. If that level breaks, we can still call this a second wave. And even if this B wave high breaks, we can still call it wave 2, but we're getting too close to the mark then. Or not too close to the mark. We're getting very, how would you say, deep in terms of retracement. I would be worried then. So in general, I think we've still got 5 waves up. Either we're complete wave 2 or we're working on a larger, maybe more drawn out pattern in wave 2. We should know by Monday, depending on the type of reversal we get off today's lows. If it's a 3-wave reversal, obviously then we're working on a bigger second wave pattern here. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. I'm happy enough with the main count, the bullish count so far. I do have that alternate count, as I showed you on the 4-hour count, still going. It hasn't been ruled out. If we get more of an impulsive decline early next week, that will put the main bullish count in jeopardy. So I would like to see this kind of support band here hold between 110.80 and 110.45, let's say. And if that holds, then I think we can probably look higher into a third wave later on next week. Okay, move on. We have the stock market. The stock market is beginning to show some light towards the downside. Well, I have been working on this 1-2-1-2 pattern over the last couple of weeks, and we did reverse lower. Interestingly enough, we reversed lower off the 200 period moving average there on the 4-hour chart. So obviously the algorithms didn't like that. Previously, that had been throughout the previous rally, that had been used as kind of a support towards the advancing rally. We did punch down through it, but then kind of came back up again, punched through, and then rallied back up again, punched through, and then rallied. That we continued that trend until, if you go back months and months, you can see that let's say the breaching of the 200 MA didn't give any, or didn't create any follow through to the downside. So now we have a breach of the 200 MA that has used that exact MA as resistance so far. So you cannot brush that off, to be honest. We didn't break it, and I'm interested in that, most especially because I'm working on a 1-2-1-2 count. And if this is a third wave beginning, then I think next week could bring us some fireworks to the downside. You can see here that's the 1-2 in green and 1-2 in blue. And here we have a possibility of a 1-2 in pink. So a series of 1-2 waves heading towards the third wave down. Well, it sure looks that way right now. We should see, I think, a top out in this second wave by Monday evening, and then let's say by Tuesday, I would like to see some more advancing to the downside in probably a third of a third of a third wave. So this could be very interesting next week. Okay, so recap. There is a hint. There is a definite hint that finally this market may be giving up. I know we've been at this point before, but some telltale signs that maybe, definitely maybe. It's a definite maybe, I think, on this one. I like this week's action. It's impulsive to the downside. So let's see if we can get a follow through next week, eh? Okay, move on. This is gold. Very interesting action in gold this week. I had expected a 1710 handle. We didn't get there. We got to 1721. So close, but no cigar on that one. I do like the fact that we have moved with a nice spike higher this week. So we could be building a 5-wave pattern higher here in a small wave 1 of 3. Actually be wave 1 of 3. So there is potential here, I think, for a turnaround in gold finally. I like the way that this corrective pattern has completed, and I do like that initial spike higher. So let's get into the hourly chart here to see what I'm talking about here. You can see we have 5 waves down complete here in wave C this week. The 1710 level came from the 78.6 retracement there. You can see that 1710.60 came in on that 78 retracement of wave 1. So that was a reasonable initial target, I think. Interestingly enough, we did bottom as well, right in the price area of the previous second wave at 1 lower degree. So again, second waves kind of mirroring each other here. So the possibility of an inverse head and shoulders building here. So we get another impulsive spike higher in wave 1 and 2 over the next week or so, and then we would look for a third of a third rally, and that could be very interesting. Okay, for next week, I would like to see this wave 1 complete and a definite clear corrective 3-wave pattern build in wave 2, a nice higher low, and to set us up for wave 3 of 1 early next week, by Tuesday probably. Though Tuesday is looking like an interesting trading day across the markets, let's say. So gold looking good, not convinced yet, but looking good. You would, if you were a longer term kind of, I don't like calling myself a trader, investor, speculator maybe, like myself, you would be looking for this larger 1-2 pattern to play out to give us a more, let's say, firm higher low building in wave 2 in blue before rallying in a third of a third. Okay, but I think we're close. Just like back here, I thought we were close. We got a nice rally. Just like up here, I thought we'd get a correction. We got a nice correction. Down here, I think we're looking good for the soon return of a third wave up in gold. Okay, crude oil here is the 4-hour count, trying to track this this 5th wave of wave C up. Let's move this across. With still that caveat, that large B wave caveat here hanging over us. I do think we are. The pattern right now favors the wave 3 of 5 scenario, and I'll show you that now on the hourly count. Here is the. Let me get this in place. Wave 3. So we have wave 1 and 2 done. We're drawing in on 5 waves up in wave 3. So we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got wave 3 of wave 3 now in focus. This week's pattern lower was corrective looking. We did get very close to the previous wave 1 low, so we got that was pretty hairy for a moment there in wave 4, but we spiked higher, so that does suggest that we have another run, possibly in wave 5 of 3 coming our way next week. So let's see how that goes. Okay, let's move on. The S&P and silver and Bitcoin. Here we are, S&P 400. Still, I suppose you could, if you were an eternal bull, you could definitely say that this is 3 waves down, and now we'll reverse higher into a we'll reverse higher back into the the larger trend, endless bull market that will never end type of thing. I'm not there, so you're not going to be surprised what I have to say. We've got a nice head and shoulders here. You can see on the 4-hour count, you can see a pretty significant, actually a textbook head and shoulders pattern. Dow theory, perfect execution here by whoever or whatever program is trading. We got a 3rd wave high, 4th wave correction, 5th wave rally. We got a wave 1 down, 2nd wave rally, which came in pretty much almost to the pip, topped out at the previous 3rd wave. So we have shoulder, neckline, and head in place. Now we got a breach of the lower neckline here. So if we draw in a very rough neckline there, if we're going to go with that kind of downward slanting neckline, we got a slight breach. You could even call it maybe support. If we're going to go with a straight neckline at the previous 4th wave, we got a nice breach. If we go with the lower neckline at wave 1, we still got a nice breach. Either way, this suggests, if the bearish pattern is correct, this suggests that we are within wave 3 down now. I'm calling this wave 1 of 3, so I'm looking for a 2nd wave correction here, and that's what we're getting today. Okay, so you're following during the week, we were tracking this 5-wave pattern lower. We had a nice 3-wave correction within this trend channel, and we got a nice spike lower in a 5th wave. It's gone lower than I thought, even in wave 5. I was actually looking for a tag of this previous B wave low here, so I was looking for 43.30, and we blasted lower into the 400 handle again. So what did we push into today? Somewhere around the 42.70 handle. So that was a solid break of even my bearish target. So, and I didn't actually think we'd get a break of the wave 1 low, so we've got a break of the wave 1 low, and we've got 5 waves down again. So I'm looking at wave 1 of 3 now in play. So if we've got wave 1 of 3 in place, then we should have a 2nd wave rally. It looks like we're heading that way today. Either we have wave A and B complete, and we're rallying in wave C, or this 3-wave pattern up is just wave A. So we may have a little bit of a kind of exhaustive corrective phase higher over the next couple of days. We'll see how that goes. You could also, like, if we were to turn super bearish, you could actually call today's high as 3 waves up, complete wave 2, looking for a crash on Monday. Not sure about that. There's been enough of a decline this week to have some sort of a soak up of that selling, which would suggest that we get some sort of a bounce, possibly back towards this 4th wave high here. So looking at about the 390 area again, I say 43.90 area again for a 2nd wave to complete. Let's see how that goes on Monday. And hey, if we reverse and we take out today's wave 1 low again, that will suggest that wave 3 is already underway. So looking interesting next week in the S&P to the downside again. All right, move on. Silver. I'm liking the action in silver this today. It looks like we've got 5 waves up, so we may be finally complete within this pattern here. Yesterday I was looking at this as the alternate view, but it looks like we switched to the bullish short-term pattern as well today. So We've got 5 waves down in a possible C wave of C of 2. So we're talking about a triple combination here. Let's go to the daily count here. Here's what I'm talking about. 3 waves down in A, 3 waves up in 3 waves down in A, 3 waves up in B, and then 5 waves down 3 waves down in C. So 3, 3, and 3, completing a triple combination, a very, very convoluted, long, drawn out, horrendous correction. Let's see. I wonder if we got time frames. I wonder if we got a Fibonacci grid, time grid. I wonder, where's my Fibonacci time grid gone? Yeah, Fibonacci. So wave 1 took 1. Wave 2 took 2. Yeah, it's not ideal really, but anyway, it looks like we've got a second wave low either in place or very close to being in place. I was looking for a break of a clean break of probably 20 or a push down towards 20 again. We didn't get that. We did get a break of the previous A wave low, so I'm pretty happy about that. So it does suggest that we are very close to that final or this reversal pattern building now. And I'm pretty happy about that. So I think silver is actually pointing towards, let's say, a resumption of a nice impulsive looking rally into a third wave. So it will be something akin to what we got in wave 1. So which was what, 29, 11 to 29, so $18 rally in wave 1. It will be probably a $20 rally in wave 3 at a minimum. So I think we're probably looking towards the mid 40s for a third wave up, and that will be exciting, I think. So these, you can see this, the 4-hour count here. I was looking at it already. Looks like we're pretty close to completion on wave 5 of C, and the hourly count here. You can see the final wave 5 in green traced out a nice 1, 2, 3 triangle fourth wave, and then a nice spike lower in wave 5. I was contending with the idea that this was wave 1 of 5 and we'd get a further low towards, let's say, the $20 level or 20.50 level, maybe in wave 5. But it looks like today we've pushed high enough to suggest that this is now actually wave 1 of, it'll be wave 1 of 1. It'll be wave 1 of 1 of 1. It'll be, there's, suffice to say, there's a large rally coming if this is correct. So next week I'd look for a nice 1-2 pattern higher, bullish higher low, and then I would be getting ready for a pretty substantial rally in wave 3. Okay, that's silver. Let's get to Bitcoin. We did get a reversal this today, a nice spike higher in Bitcoin. I think myself that we are actually beginning a C wave down. And as usual with most things in Bitcoin, none of it actually makes any sense. This today's spike higher makes no sense, but it's the market. It's never supposed to make any sense. It's just, animal instincts and herding. I can make a pretty substantial case. I think that this is a correction higher, and I'll show you that now on the hourly count. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's the way it is. Here's my thesis so far. So here's the B wave high. So we've got wave 1 down, ABC up in wave 2. Pretty clear. That was followed by a nice spike lower in wave 1 down. It looks like we've got, wave 1, and it looks like we've got an A, triangle B wave, and C today. So wave C should hold below that, 48, 740, 750 level, whatever that was, the previous C wave there. So 48, 740, let's call that. We're getting close now. We're getting 40. Yeah, no, actually, we're still a way off. Once you have 48, 740 hold, wave C top out, and then a decline then into a third wave. So this third wave down could come next week. So if this is a 1-2, 1-2 pattern, expect this next decline to be very, very brisk and very, very severe. And I think that would that rounds up with my views on the market right now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you all. I hope you have a enjoyable and successful week next week. To all the members on the website, thank you for being around. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're interested in membership, go to the website and check it out. $39 a month for nightly updates, 5 nights a week, every waking minute of the day. And there's I'm trying to pick up doing the members only videos during the week as well. So I started that this week, so hopefully we'll continue with that next week. Okay, it's been good. Thank you kindly. I'm going to leave you. It's bad news in the markets. It's good news in terms of your eternal soul. So I know most people just pretty much. I'm going to say it anyway, and that'll be counted to me in eternity. This is the problem. We're all sinners. We've all fallen short of the glory of God. There's no way that you'll be able to stand in front of God and atone for your own sins and say that you're in some way righteous. That's just not going to happen. To whoever's listening to this right now, don't bank on your own righteousness, because we all know that we're not righteous. There's no way in the world that we can even qualify as that. So just give it to Jesus. That's why he came here. That's why he died. He took on your sin, died for it, and is offering you eternal life if you just accept, his work on the cross as Messiah. Accept him as Messiah over your life. Done. You're sealed for eternity. You get the Holy Spirit. That's your down payment, and you will be, joyfully received into the kingdom afterwards. I'm looking forward to that. We're very close to it now anyway. I know it in my heart and my soul. There's not much more time. Clock is running out. Israel's been around for long enough now for everybody to realize that, the end is nigh. And everything that's been happening in the world for the last couple of years has only kind of increased my awareness of that fact. I have another YouTube channel if you want to go and check that out. I usually link it in the description below. And that's what's coming. Revelation is what's coming. You will either go into that and be completely blinded, or you will go into it and realize, good God, that idiot on YouTube was correct. I wish I accepted Jesus as my Messiah, but you'll be too late at that point. Don't let it be too late. Don't let it be too late. Okay, I'm going to leave you at that. God bless you guys. I'll see you next week. And hopefully midweek video as well. All right. Bye-bye.